ازاي كرة القدم ادت المهاجرين المصريين صوت في امريكا؟
أنا رنا عبد الحميد، بنت مهاجرين مصريين هنا في نيويورك، وهقول لك الحكاية.
أنا اتولدت هنا في نيويورك في Queens. I grew up in Queens on Steinway post 9/11. I remember that day very clearly. I think I was in 3rd grade when 9/11 happened. And because we were so close to the Twin Towers, our parents were coming and picking us up early from school. Because we live in Astoria, it's pretty close from Manhattan. So people were, when they couldn't find transportation or they couldn't get into East Queens or to Brooklyn, they would come to our house to stay. And I would see grown people who I've seen my whole life break down on my couch and cry. Adults being like, nothing's ever going to be the same. Everything's gonna change. And it's true. Nothing felt the same after that moment. Overnight, my identity shifted from being Egyptian to being Muslim. People thought it was cool I was Egyptian, pyramids, Cleopatra, and now people are saying that I did 9/11. People are making fun of my mom because she's wearing hijab coming to pick me up from school. Like literally people threw stones and broke the window, tagged terrorist on her store. And all I wanted as a young person was to feel like I was normal, that I was a New Yorker like every other New Yorker. There was a time truly when I was growing up where I was like deeply ashamed of who I was. I remember truly like not wanting to be Egyptian, not wanting to be Muslim, not wanting anybody to know. I think like over time I understood what was happening to my community and seeing the violence that my community was experiencing, but then seeing still how strong they were and how unapologetic they were. I felt like pride to be part of a legacy of potentially of resistance, not just the legacy of just existing and being afraid. On the day of the AFCON game, when Egypt was playing Ghana, I was in the center called Sunnyside Community Service Center. It was me and a couple of my Egyptian friends were like, all right, like as soon as this class is over, we're not gonna go to the next one. We're gonna dip because today's the game. And we're literally in the class wearing red, black and white. We have like the flags on our faces, running out of that class, getting on that 7 train, making my way here. In that moment, being on the train and being unapologetically Egyptian definitely is like such a contrast to when I was growing up and I didn't feel that pride of being Egyptian. And there I was just like, I didn't care who you think I am or what you think of me, but I'm proud. It was a moment in which there was so much joy and so many people on the streets on Steinway. And that moment that we won, the street exploded. It almost exhaled. And the reason why I explain it as exhaled is because we had been contained under so much pressure, I would say, since 9/11. The street was a place where people wouldn't know if the person they're sitting next to is their friend or is a spy for the NYPD. And for a working class community that was surveilled, discriminated against, to be able to fully express your identity in an apolitical way that was sports, to feel real pride, it definitely is like night and day.